First game back for Angel Reese after battling injuries. And of course, she always want to make her presence felt. Anytime she comes back home to the DMV, the battle against the Mystics, you always kind of know you're going to get a good game, a lot of chirping, a lot of talking, and a whole lot of physicality. And that goes all around the board. So we're talking about 22 points, 13 boards, 3 steals, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Angel Reese was literally all over the court, making her presence felt. And I mean, of course, you kind of wonder, like, dang, and Cardoso gave you 21 and 10. Like that stat line between both of the skyscrapers and Rachel Banham, big mama, big mama. I'm not gonna lie to you, Rachel Banham has been stepping up tremendously since Ariel Atkins has went down. She probably realistically solidifying her spot to be on the Chicago Sky for the near future. But if we just keeping it a bean, I just think sometimes you got too many players of the kind of the same time where it's like when we talking about Becca Allen or Kia Nurse, it's kind of like all of them can shoot threes and they kind of maybe it's up and down, but none of them are really super solid on the defensive end. And I think that's realistically, if you watch this Mystics game, that's where they lost at. Just that not be able to guard the wings or the guards on the opposite team is kind of where the Sky get beat every game because it's not down low. Let's be clear. Kiki Iriafen had a cool game. I ain't even gonna say cool game because I'm one of those people that kind of like was on the fence on this rookie hype between her and Sonia Citron. Like I kind of like, all right, I hear the hype, but I really don't believe it. Let's be clear, they both was balling tonight. But a lot of those points for her came off the strength of bringing E. Will. And let's be clear, E. Will is a great defender, but you can see the difference because E. Will is more of a technical defender, where Angel kind of is more physical. Like you don't watch what they played. I want to say is this their third or their fourth game they didn't play so far? I can't remember off the top of my head, but all the games previous leading up to this one, Angel was doing majority of the defending on Kiki, and I don't even believe Kiki had over 8 points in those previous 3 games. But this game, of course, coming back off an injury, I kind of could tell that they really wasn't trying to have Angel really down there banging as much as she normally do, especially on the defensive end, and that's why they was doing a lot of switching. Because even realistically, I want to sit here and say like Kamilla checked with my Austin, and a lot of that time in previous games, of course, you're seeing Angel and Austin doing their back and forth battling, or even Angel and Kiki, like I said, and you have seen Angel take both of them out of their game. Either, like I said, previously, all the previous games, Kiki getting the foul trouble because Angel come and set the tone with the physicality so early, and a lot of players aren't willing mentally to be able to keep up with it, so it kind of knocked them off the game. But watching E. Will try to check Kiki, Kiki was giving her the business. I ain't gonna hold you like that. Even Kiki got, if you go look for the highlights, Kiki hit E. Will with the too small. Like Kiki was kind of realistically having her way with E. Will, and I think that kind of just goes into I just didn't like the fact that sometimes, especially when it comes to Kamilla, I understand she pick up a lot of ticky tack fouls, but I hate the way Tyler Marsh treats her full fouls. Like I'd rather you just let her foul out the game, dog. Like, just let her cook because it's like she have to learn how to play through those fouls the same way you allow Angel to kind of play through those fouls. And let's be clear, Angel got in the foul. She picked up 2 ticky tack fouls back to back, and that's what got her 5th foul. But still, even with all that being said, I still wish he would have kind of left Kamilla in a little bit longer because man, Kamilla was going crazy. She was cooking Shakira Austin. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, she was taking Shakira to church, and it was kind of like again, Shakira being in foul trouble and her being like realistically Kamilla kind of had a mismatch on Austin. Like she was giving her the work. So again, like with all that being said, is the biggest you can clear as day see is just it was just the guard play. And I think it makes it harder for Kamilla and Angel really to play defense on their people because you constantly got to do a switch. And even when they went into the zone in that game, when they went to the 2-3 zone, you just that's the point of you shouldn't have to go into that zone because it was just like you should be able to play man to man. If you can stay man to man and allow your bigs to battle because realistically they're gonna kind of win that battle or those battles will even each other out. You still need that effort on the defense end. Let's be clear, Rachel could not shoot the level off the ball, but she can't check a goddamn soul. She just super slow on defense, and that's like I love the effort that Rachel has been putting in, but I could just call a spade a spade. She just really slow on defense, so it's kind of like that's why you need at least 2 other wing players, a guard and a forward. And let's be clear, I don't want to even sit here and do too much on Michaela because she's coming back from an injury as well, so I can't expect for her to be as fast and athletic and as aggressive as she normally is because I'm sure she's probably still playing through an injury. But you playing for minutes, time kind of frame is a little cut and short. You want to make sure you solidify your future, not even just for this season, but for the seasons moving forward. So I'm not mad at her playing through the injury. But again, like I said, that's just realistically where the Sky lost that game at. It was just their guards couldn't stay in front of nobody. And just the to me, just the subs, the mismatches, like that little playing E Will a little too much, and E Will was getting cooked. That was the biggest. To me, that's the biggest takeaway from that game. But like I said, first game back for Angel, she picked up right off where she left off. Like these is video game like numbers. Like we took 22 points and 13 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said again, a tough loss. Shout out to the Mystics. I was about to call them the Wizards, but they definitely play way better than the Wizards. I'm not gonna lie, Kiki and Citron definitely made me a believer today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of was sleeping on both of them, dragged my feet, and still really just wasn't believing in the hype. And that's why even listening to the game, you just keep hearing the announcers, oh, the all-star rookies and this, that, and the third. It kind of like, bro, can y'all be quiet, please? Y'all blowing me. Y'all throwing me completely off. But again, they deserve it. Played a great game. And again, they kind of just got the Sky number at this point until the Sky can kind of just get a little bit younger on the wings. Like I think that to me will be the biggest pickup that the Chicago Sky need to do on the offseason is get younger on the wings. Like I'm not even mad at at the Rebecca Allen and the Kia Nurses and the Rachel Banners, but I feel like I would be cool if all of them was coming off the bench besides Rachel Banham. I'm cool with Rachel starting. But for Kia Nurse and for Rebecca Allen, I think that you just need them just for what they do is and that's just to shoot threes. But on the defensive end, like and they're relying on them to play heavy minutes and they really can't like let's be clear, sometimes Rebecca Allen be having her games where she kind of looks sweet on defense, she be doing her thing, but Kia Nurse get blown by a lot too. She get blown by a lot, dog. So it's just like again, that's my biggest takeaway. Again, like I said, tough loss for the Sky, but I mean, at this point, I don't think you holding your breath to be like, oh, I'm looking for the Chicago Sky to still make a playoff push. I think that if you feel that way and you're still watching games looking for a playoff push, you kind of living in Delulu land. Like I'm not here for that. I'm just here to watch Angel Reese continuously develop her game and become a more dominant player. And again, like I said, tough loss, but I mean, it's cool. I take these numbers right here from Angel Reese because I'm an Angel Reese fan first. So again, like I said, I'll holler at y'all the next game.